What's up, guys? Day number 41 here. We're going to keep it moving. Day number 41, we got to go. It's time for the bird. We just hit 1700. Let's see how much farther we can make it. Okay. Get the pin. I should not have eaten this pasta. Big mistake eating this huge bowl of pasta. I've never eaten pasta and been happy about it afterward. It just kills my energy. We're waiting to chop. There's no rush to do it yet. I'm waiting for him to throw an a6. So here he could play knight e5. I'm just going to keep building up, though. I think he's going to waste a move on a6. I can sense it. I got a spider sense for this. h5. All right. He's really going for gold. We could take... Yeah, now this is the perfect time to take it. The idea is that my knight is going to groove into e5. Knight is going to groove into e5, and now because he just pushed this h-pawn for no reason, my other knight can groove into g5. Very weak square now that he can never put a pawn on h6 to cover it. Alright, so already here we could take and get a nice structure, but I really like knight f3. Is he going to push h3? That's going to be a problem. We could just play knight g5 here. I guess he's going to take. If I take, he plays d4, but then I play e4, no problems there. I'm going to break through on f7. Dude is going to have to pay the piper at some point. There is no way for him to defend f7 in a normal way. If he takes, I just take back with the king. He gets a check. Whoop-de-doo. Not a problem. We're going to push e4, keep everything closed. Sooner or later, my knights are going to collect the debt on f7. And you know what that means. It's time to go.
We were 3-0 down to a pub side. 3-0 down. So should we die then?
1700. What a journey it's been. What a journey it's been. Queen b6. Which way should I take? Let's take this way. I like taking that way because then I'm keeping more of coverage over this square. He cannot keep his rook. He cannot keep his rook on the h-file in a normal manner here. If he takes, I still just take with the king. No problems. It's time to go.
Where's the coffee? Where's the coffee? Smell the coffee.
Rook h5. I am going to leave my knight there. As long as I leave my knight there, he can't do anything. I guess he wants to play c4 and try to peek the queen in for an attack. I guess we should play g4. No, if we play g4, he plays rook h4. His rook actually gets decent there. Let's play c4. Queen is completely locked out of the game now. If he wants to take, he can take. Oh, well, that is tricky. Look at that. If he took and I took, he would be able to take with check. Here, let's play e4. I'm just going to leave this knight on the board as long as possible. He's going to have to figure out some way. I'm not letting him castle. First rule of chess, first rule about being a grandmaster in nuisance chess, if your opponent wants to do something, simply don't let them do it. He wants to do that? Okay, we're not letting him do it. We're leaving the knight there as long as physically possible. E5 is a strong threat, actually, because if the knight moves them, we're going to take this rook. Bro's in a lot of trouble here. Dude should not have treated the bird like a joke. We'll play g3 here. I don't know what he's on about. This is a really funny position. I'm going to play e5 next. Rook g4, let's play e5. Knight d7, queen takes g4. Okay. Knight g4 threatens a mate in 1. Unfortunately, I'm just going to take, though. It's time to go.
The same question that I asked.
It's time to go!
We got to get going. All right, I'll take here. He's taking with the bishop. We're playing queen h5. Just playing for checkmate. He goes king e7. We'll bring the rook to e1. This is not looking good. Definitely not looking good for him. Bishop g2. All right. It's looking pretty over. Just taking everything. Where is the forced mate here? I guess... Oh! I dropped my queen. Guys, I dropped my queen. That's wild. Okay, well, at least we can get out with a check. That is completely wild. That would have, that could have really, that, I don't even want to think. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I think he's better. He's better in that position. Bishop takes pawn. I managed to drop a full queen with that move. All right, well, this is the end of the game, fortunately. I'm going to play queen f7 or knight g6. Completely forgot about the bishop. The sneaky bishop just hiding in the corners. All right, perfect. Nice. That was a wild game. Let's get another one. It's time to go. Playing Chess Journey 07. Time for f4. Knight f3. Let's play e3 next. Bishop b5. Yeah, especially if they play knight c6 and bishop g4 so soon, you need to be a bit careful about not allowing them to take and then play e5. So that in these positions, the pin here is actually crucial to incapacitate their knight. All right, we'll take. The classic. Let's play knight c3, play b3, bishop b2, go for g4, g5. Standard boilerplate stuff. d4 should not be good. I just play knight a4. I could have also taken. Why didn't I take? Queen d6. Queen d6. You can't be serious. Queen d6. Takes, queen takes, we have queen takes c6. Takes, bishop takes. We have c3, bishop b6, d4. I'm just not sure if that's the best way. I like takes. And here we'll take. Now if he takes with the queen, we take here and we're winning a lot of material. He has to play king e7, but no, there I can poke his king out with bishop a3. Yeah, I wanted to play bishop a3 here, but he just plays queen b6 and we haven't really gone anywhere. I haven't achieved anything. Or actually, no, that wasn't the issue. He could take, and if I take, he plays king e7 and he's defending. We gotta be a little careful. Gotta have the gloves on for this game. Can't get our hands dirty. Throw the bishop here. King goes back to d8. I'm gonna take, start scooping up the mangoes. Standard mango scoop and fare. So it's actually quite interesting. If I take here, he scoops up, I scoop up 2 mangoes, and then he scoops up 2 mangoes in return. But we have this nice move, c3. Attacking the queen. He has no checks. Can't go here, can't go here. My queen is covering the last one. And it just looks like he's down. He pretty much has to accept the queen trade by taking, because if he doesn't, then I'm going to just take another rook. So bro is in a lot of trouble here. Yeah, we're finding that at higher levels, people are playing these games more or less instantaneously. I guess he's going to play knight e4. This is going to be really funny. He's going to play knight e4. He's going for checkmate. Now we castle queenside. We castle queenside, get our king safe. No tricks. And, yeah, the game is completely over here. Game is 100% over. I would expect a resignation here. I don't know what my opponent could be thinking about. It's a tough job. It's a tough task assigned to black right here. Let's go. What's the rating? 17-17? Let's keep it moving. Choo-choo, everybody. The rating train is moving along. We gotta go. Segundo B. Menendez. Playing Segundo. I wonder what part of Spain he's from. I've been to Spain many times. I've been to Spain literally 7 times. Okay, so e5. Yeah, we got a perk. I've been liking this perk structure. It's a nifty opening. The idea of bishop d3 is really sneaky. The idea of bishop d3 is to be able to play c4 and transpose into a king's Indian. They're deliberately leaving their knight from c3. But now, of course, if you just initiate immediate tension, they're not able to achieve the c4 stuff. What should we do here? I don't want to take, because if I take, I'm just clearing the square for him. Let's play bishop e7. Is he going to play knight f3? Knight f3 will play knight d7. It's a really weird position, honestly. Knight f3, maybe even bishop g4. Yeah, I'm partial to bishop g4. Bishop g4 could be very interesting. Very standard idea just to keep dark square control. All right, we'll castle. And the question is, how do I develop here? I want to play knight c6, but that runs into d5, and then my knight would just have to waste time. And what could we do here? I could play c5. c5, d5. There I have c4, which leads to very interesting positions. But I think there they could take... I actually think c5 might be interesting here. It still might be a little risky. Yeah, what is the plan here? I could always play d5 and just liquidate everything, but that's not what I'm trying to do when I'm playing lower rateds. I want to go for the win, you know what I mean? I'm trying to bring that cheddar home. I'm trying to bring that money straight to the bank. What am I doing here? I'll just play c6. I'd be very interested to see what the computer recommended in this position. It looks like black has several options of equality, but nothing to really do to try to make progress. That should not be good. So now I think I'm definitely going to play... Can I play c5 yet? Yeah, let's play c5 now. The idea now is the structure is getting too bad for him. If he takes with the bishop, I'd take here. My main idea, though, just to let you guys in on some of my insights, if he traded there after b5, I was going to play c4. And the difference here is that with this b pawn here, he's just weakened too many of the file, too many squares on the c file for too long. Okay, knight d2. Knight d2 is interesting. We could trade. I like queen c7 even more, though. Attacking the bishop, threatening knight d2, leaving him on very unstable ground at the moment. Bro could play queen b3, but then we play bishop f5. Definitely looks like queen c7 was an improvement for me. Bishop d3, but then I can take on c3, no? That can't be good. If he plays queen c2, I take a piece. With check, most importantly. Queen c2 would be a dangerous pin otherwise. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. Takes. I think he's losing a piece. How is he going to win a piece here? It's time to go. Bro could try queen c2. He plays queen c2, I take on a1. He's going there. That can't be good. He's just down a piece here. I'm just going to move my king back. Move my king back. Play queen d3, attack d5, attack e4, attack f1. Also, the rook is hanging here. White has no compensation in this position. It's time to go. We got to keep things moving. We got to get going. It's time to go.
Everyone said give him time, but there's no time. There's no time.
What are we going to do here? Just play g6, attack the queen. Push the queen around. White's position is an unmitigated disaster. Okay, well, actually, rook b3, rook h3. This could be serious. This could be very serious. No, rook b3. Okay, luckily for me, I mean, I have that covered for the time being. Definitely won't be an issue. What is the best move, though, in this position? I don't want to play e4. E4 gives a pawn, and then I get my queen back. But that I don't want to get in the habit of giving away pawns just to try to dodge danger. It's best not to try to dodge the danger. Let's just play queen d4. I can play queen f4. Force the queens off the board. Knight f3 will just take the pawn. Okay, he's going to play knight g5. I trade there. It's getting a little tricky, actually. Let's just play queen g4. I'm going to play bully ball with the queen soon enough. Queen h5, force a trade of queens. Be up a piece. Be completely winning. This is definitely the sneakiest person I've played yet. Definitely a very sneaky opponent. Playing for a lot of tricks. Playing for a lot of tricks, but I don't think it's going to work. I am a grandmaster, and I'm an official accredited bird master as well. This mic is really itching my neck. I gotta figure out what to do about this microphone. If I talk into it like this, does it sound better? Anyway, alright, just put the knight on b6, attack d5, cover c4. This looks completely hopeless. What are we up here? We're just up a piece. d5 is about to fall, though. If he plays queen d3, we have bishop f5, queen b3, something like bishop e4. Way too much pressure here.
Well, we're waiting.
All right, queen d3. Bring the bishop out. Queen b5. Bishop e4. Attack d5, attack f3. I don't even know where the knight would move. I would expect a resignation soon. This game is looking really depressing. It's looking worse and worse for white. Could just take this, cover both of them. Takes on b7, then I think we have knight f4. Takes. Things got a little tricky there. Start by playing... Does a6 work first? What about queen g4? Queen g4, he plays h3. I want to play knight f4. My problem there is that takes, then my bishop is hit. Otherwise, that entire tactic would just be perfect. I like this move a lot. This is a really cheeky move. Bishop is going to come to b6 and be extremely strong there. A really classic idea. Whenever you get the pawns on d6 and e5, just always look for a way to rotate your bishop around. Normally, it's a very good idea. Okay, we're going to take. He's going to take, of course. We'll take back. I don't see any way for him to get a trick here. My queen is going to have a lot of checks. Bishop e6 is going to be unbelievably powerful. Bishop e6 is going to be outrageously powerful. It's going to be like a Hulk smash. Positionally speaking, of course. How is he going to meet bishop e6? If he plays rook e2... Okay, rook e2 actually looks like it holds on, but you know what I mean? Like rook e2, I just play rook c8, rook c2. Something like that. Dude has put up a great fight. I was expecting a resignation like 30 moves ago. And yet the game goes on. The game continues without fail. Let's play knight f4 here. He has to take, I take back, and now my new idea is just check and f3. Dude is still in unbelievable trouble here. We check. Play f3. Rook is hit, queen g2 is coming, king is going to have to go for a walk. I think the only way for him to try to survive is play rook c2, because then after check, his king can at least move. So rook c2, actually the best move is probably rook e8. Yeah, it definitely is. Rook c2, rook e8, queen g2 then is unstoppable, and that's just going to be mate. Rook e5? Well, rook e5. Ah, so we check, king e1, check, king d1. Looks like his king makes it out alive there. We play queen f4. We're threatening that, but no, that doesn't work. Just play rook c8. Yeah, he has literally nothing to do in this position. I'm gonna mate on c1 next. There's no need to do this in 2 moves, because if he runs now, I just get there in 1 move. And I've gotten a very useful move in here. Man plays rook c6. What are we gonna do with rook c6? I mean, among other things, queen d7 looks great. Threatening this, threatening queen d1. Tons of tricks. Tons of tricks and traps. Nice. Plus 12 rating. Let's get it moving. Plus 12. How much time are we at? We're at like 20 minutes. I got time for a few more games. 17:29. I am not complaining. We're getting up there. We're seeing a ton of this now. Remember to play bishop b5. Very important to play bishop b5. Bishop, that's not going to be good. Dude wants to hold on to the bishop pair, but we're going to play bishop b2 here. Castles. Knight c3, knight a4. Attack c5. Yeah. Yeah, black is in a lot of trouble here. Alright, if e6, I play knight e5. Yeah, this is just a fantastic position. Knight e4, that isn't really going anywhere, though. I guess he wants to put his knight on g3. We'll play queen e1 first. Cover that. Have options on both diagonals. D3 is coming next. Dude is in so much trouble here. D3. All right, so he sort of stunted the bishop. That's about it, though. His position, there is nothing else good about his position. We'll play E4 here. I'm just going to try to steamroll him with E5 and E6. I am way better developed at the end of the day. White is so much better developed here. Got a lot to think about here. Yeah, I don't see any simple way for black to respond to this. If they play E6, we play E5, takes, knight takes, break through completely. Yeah, this position is just so tough. E6, E5, threatening F6, threatening this. They take. We could also even take this way, but I don't know. I want to keep the score open. It's good to allow this nexus to stay firmly open. Firmly open, I don't even know what I mean by that. It's to stay clearly open and just stay uncovered without any pawn being in the way, because then the bishop just exudes enormous pressure. That brilliant bishop on B2. Enormous pressure. The bird definitely makes me appreciate the power of bishops a lot more, because, yeah, this bishop shines bright like a diamond. Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Why did I eat this bowl of pasta? What was I thinking by ordering the big bowl at Gino's? Takes, takes, knight f5, e6. This is just the end of the game. I don't even understand what this move was about. I guess he wanted to put his knight here without worrying about g4. But, yeah, if, regardless of if he noticed or not, whether or not he noticed, he is way behind in development. You do not have time for more pawn moves if you're this far behind in development. Knight f5, we play e6, bishop c8. We could just go g4. I'm going to try to continue the steamroll. Now, of course, because I'm guaranteed to push the pawn through to e6, we're fine with taking this way. Both other takes would have also been great, though. But this definitely looks like the strongest now, because the pawn is going to keep moving. The pawn is on its way to destiny. This position is just an unmitigated disaster. It's time to go. Knight f5. So the thing is if I play e6 and then later kick the knight out, the knight is going to have this good square. So first I'm going to play g4. We're playing g4 first and foremost, and then going for the other stuff. If bro is accurate, he should play queen b6 so that I have to play d4, because after queen b6 I can't play king g2 on account of knight e3. So yeah, I have to play d4 here. Knight is going to go to a really ugly score, and then I'm going to keep pushing. But to black's credit, at least I've had to block this diagonal, and so my bishop isn't that strong anymore. Regardless, it is still a monstrosity what's happened to the black position. What's happened to the black position here. Bishop c8, both bishops are buried. Both bishops are buried. Bishop c8 will play g5. If knight f5, I think I play queen e5, and the knight is just practically trapped there. What are we going to do here? Actually, I don't need to worry about this pawn. If he takes the pawn, it's going to waste him a lot more time, and he's getting a completely insignificant pawn here. I would assume he has to play bishop c8, but then I'll play knight c3, I'll play knight a4, and finally, that was a good move. I mean, he had to do something. But anyway, after bishop c8, I would play knight c3, knight a4, knight c5, just have fantastic pressure here. Black goes there. Well, I'll take. We're taken. Knight c3. Knight is coming to c5 anyway. It's game over, pal. It's time to go. It's time to go. Let's play knight a4. Grooving one knight into c5, other knight into e5. Queen might be coming to e6. We gotta get things moving. It's time to go. It's time. Okay, well, that just drops a queen. It's definitely time to go now. How much longer? How much longer can you put up with this? We're going to be like 1740. That's amazing. Knight e3. I'll play knight c5. Just going to play for checkmate on b7 and b8. I don't even think he has a way to stop it. He has to play e6 here so that his king can run out to e7. Definitely not a fun move to have to make, though. Nice. All right, let's get one more game. I want to get this to be like very accurate in terms of the speedrun. So I'm going to do a custom search for 50 points below and 50 points above. And that way we'll definitely be getting right in the nitty-gritty of the rating range. I think it's going to be a more effective speedrun. Let's go d6, the perk. Been playing more of the perk recently. Knight f6. c3. Oh no. I blundered a piece. Okay, I blundered a piece. The good news is, everyone, I think I'm not losing yet. I mean, technically, of course, objectively, I should be losing, but I have not blundered that trick in literally like 10 years. All right, here we'll play f5. I'm going to push him out and play e4. Very tricky position, though, at the moment. Very tricky position. Queen d5, e4, knight g5. I play queen f6. Everything is under control there. Looks a bit spicy, but, you know, spice is a part of life. He's definitely going to go for the checkmate. He thinks I'm going to blunder it. He's taking. That's a big blunder, though. I take this way. He wanted to sneak his queen in for a check. He just dropped the piece right back. This is why I wasn't worried. I just knew that, you know, when you're playing someone at this rating range, you're going to get a lot of opportunities. Takes. Okay, now I'm winning in this endgame. Insane how that worked. Now I'm up a pawn. Let's play rook b8, attack b2. Yeah, like, unless I'm playing someone who's using a computer, I could even give away a rook at this rating level and still have plenty of chances. Maybe at that point that would be pushing it and I would lose, but it would be very neck and neck. Yeah. Yeah, back when I was at the Marshall, just for context, back when I was playing a lot of chess at the Marshall, I would give master level players 1 minute to 5 minutes. And of course, that's not the same as rook odds, but it's something relatively similar, but I was able to win consistently. I should also mention that. Yeah, I was able to win consistently against master level players. Let's play bishop c5 here. Poke at the knight. Bro can play knight c2, I play d4. He's doing that. We'll take. Game is just over. Dude is down a lot of pawns. Who is this guy? Nicholas Aravina. From Chile. Chile is a cool place. I haven't been to Chile in ages. I was in Chile 5 years ago. June of 2019. Really interesting place. Very European. Let's play d4. Got this enormous pawn armada. I have like 5 pawns between the C and F files. What a wild thing. Yeah, this is a B pawn. This D pawn is a B pawn. It took twice. What a fearsome armada. Just keep pushing the armada. I'm going to play d3, e2 next. Game should just be over. If I need to drop the bishop back, slide the rook over. All right, let's drop the bishop back. Dude can try knight a3 finally. But the idea of knight a3... Do we play d3 here? Yeah, d3 just ends the game. e2 is coming. That's check. It's time to go. Yeah, I would bet he sees the writing on the wall. All right, perfect. We're 1742. Guys, we will end here. Thank you all for watching. It's been a pleasure. We will be back for day number 42 of the speedrun in quite a bit. As you can see, we made a lot of progress. We're getting up there. It's time to go.